Howdy, 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 howdy. So we're back. Cam's astrology, Moon and Aries in the sixth house. It's not the happiest place for the moon. I have to say that off top. Um, but it's Aries sitting here, Moon sitting in Aries right here. It kind of helps it because Aries is the natural competitor. It wants to win, wants to compete, wants to win. And the sixth house is the house of all your competitors. So in that sense, Aries helps that out, that fighter in you. And Cancer is in the ninth house. So ninth house activities are coming here. So the peace of mind, I always like to talk about that. Number one, it comes when you are active, when activity becomes the daily routine. Physical activity, physical exertion, being courageous, doing courageous things, being assertive, um, putting efforts in. And wherever Mars is, will show you where that's at. Sorry. Mars will show you where that's at. What the routine is for, what the routine is all designed to do. And Moon here is showing that the routine is to gain knowledge, higher knowledge, higher wisdom. That high, um, um, not the mundane, everyday things that we talk about, but the wisdom of life. Um, my definition of wisdom is the things you learn from experience. The experience is the best teacher, and that's where the wisdom comes in. So maybe every day with this placement, through your feelings, through your mind, you attract situations where you grow wiser every day, and that becomes like the routine. For sure, like something's going to happen, whether it's good or bad, and it's going to you become wiser. Like you learn, like the knowledge of the sages and preachers, and people who have this. They hold like your gurus or people like that. Okay, all ninth house things become the routine. They show you your competition. They show you everything that sixth house shows you everything that is holding you. I love this house. It shows you everything that's holding you back from accomplishing. It's the diseases, debts, co-workers, competition, that daily bullshit. That's what I like to call this house as well. The daily things we go through, the drama, the baby mama drama, baby daddy drama, or drama at work, especially at work, because this is the house of your work, it's the house of your job, especially there. That's where, the main place we bitch about. And the moon is here now. The things that we have to vent about, like, man, work was some bullshit, blah, 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 blah. Sixth house. It's a house of small animals, small pets, health consciousness, health conscious house. To the extent to which you take care of yourself or don't take care of yourself at all. It's a house of your habits. Your conscience, your health comes from, has a lot to do with your habits. You smoke every day, or you go to the gym every day. You know what I'm saying? So, Moon and Aries in the sixth house here. So that emotions and peace of mind, they're really going to come through to the extent to which you can compete and win at work, and against your coworkers, everything that I mentioned, that is where the peace of mind will come. So that you can sense why, you can understand why Moon doesn't really like to be competing. I want to be peaceful in the fourth house. So, but it's in the sixth house of Virgo, the work of the daily comings and goings, the things that we, your health and everything. These people are always thinking about the health and how to beat something, how to stay on top of something. Like their mind becomes like their mind and their feelings and their, how they think becomes sort of like the catalyst for um, health. So if you can keep your mind healthy, then you'll be fine. That's where you'll get peace of mind from. That's why a lot of diseases, the people with displacement, I have a theory about displacement. People with displacement, through their thinking, just how they think, bring on diseases and bring on all the six house things: competition, bullshit, debts, diseases, just by thinking about it. Thinking about those things continues because the moon is sitting here. And how to beat them. Always how to beat them, how to be assertive over them. But it's always thinking about this. That's why the moon really doesn't like being here. But if Mars is okay, if Mars is, if it's, even if it's neutral or it's exalted, then yes, you'll think about those things, but those things will turn an about face because Mars ain't having it. That's how it is. That's how people with the moon and Aries, especially right here, have that. All of this shit be going on with their body and all of this shit, especially when they're assertive, when you get in their way. Six house things, something that's in your way, and they recognize this. Oh man, if Mars is good, you're gonna get destroyed. You're gonna get beaten. So if both take it both ways. For people who have this and for people who know people who have this, do not stand in their way. Don't become an obstruction to these people, because that ram is going to come out and it's going to bull. It's going to just charge forward and knock you over. Um, the mother, she was perhaps very active at work. She was very active or is very active at work. Whatever her job is, whatever it is, very active. Because the moon is your mother and it's sitting in Aries in the sixth house. Just put it all together. Moon, mother, Aries, active, sixth house, job. That's how you put this stuff together. I'm not, you know, I don't like to too much rehearse what I'm gonna say. I sort of like to, just push play and let the source just come through and just come out. That's the best for me. That's when the best information comes out to give to y'all. But shit, I lost my train of thought. What I was getting to. Yeah, I forgot. But so yeah, the mother she was very very active at work, very active, very assertive person, real independent, likes to be left alone. If she's not left alone, she needs to leave. And if this moon, if it's tied to you personally, like you have sun here or some kind of significant planet indicating you, personality, you yourself, then you're going to be this way as well. So more about Cancer in the ninth house activities coming into the sixth house of Aries. So the ninth house is also your is the house of your gurus, where when you go to the ninth house, people who teach you higher, teach you wisdom, teach you the dharma, Dharma, the righteous path, the right thing to do is dharma. Ninth house is that it is the highest of highs. It is the lucky house, the Lakshmi house. Everything seems to come together at this house. It all, it's like the ultimate wisdom, the ultimate wealth. It's the lucky house. Wisdom is the ultimate wealth. I think that's the lesson. And it's the house of long distance travel, pilgrimages, religious places, religious activities, not spiritual like the 12th house in Pisces, but religious. It's the dogmatic house, that real self-opinionated house, like the beliefs, like this is what I stand by, this is it, I'm following this, nothing else matters. That's the ninth house. And it's coming into the sixth house. You already know what the sixth house means. So your beliefs are really molded by the things you go through every day. The daily bullshit you go through, the daily comings and goings, the things you have, the people that you feel like you have to defeat somehow in order just to have a peace of mind, even if that's just the end, even that's the goal, whatever it is. That is where you will get your wisdom. That's where the wisdom will be had at. That's how it will be found out. Now, I mentioned that earlier. Your gurus are going to be like your co-workers. The people that are going to teach you, whether better or worse. Again, that has to do with what's going on with Mars. But for better or worse, your teachers, your gurus, people who are going to teach you the righteous path, the higher wisdom that you are meant to have, are going to be people in competition with you. Perhaps your pets, my sister. She ain't saying shit. That's my dog down there. But somehow, some way, and she's taught me I don't have displacement. But astrology is so revealing, man. It's so illuminating. I think that's the biggest reason I research it. Meaning, people think, there's only certain ways to learn things. Learn the higher wisdom, learn the highest of high wisdom. Like, it's only going to come from one person. Your pets could teach you those things. You could learn those things in the gym. Because sixth house is also the house of gym. Remember the health conscience. Health conscience. So you're really going to get your wisdom, the righteous path for you is really going to come through routine work. That's when you're going to get, I get it. I get what life is about now. This placement here. And it's get better and better and better with time, because sixth house is also the butcher house. All the butcher houses are the 3, 6, 10th, and 11. A butcher just means better with time. Those houses get better and better and better with time. So it's good and bad with astrology. Everything is not all good, it's not all bad. You have to look at both sides and then balance it out. So perhaps you take long distance journeys as work, like a truck driver, like I used to do. Long distance journey, ninth house. Sixth house is the job. And you can do, if you have this, it could just be for your peace of mind. You need to travel every day, long distances, to keep your mind at peace, keep it balanced, keep it calm. And a lot of that Aries energy, that's when it really, really comes out. But since you're activating the moon and doing what the moon is designed for, that's where you'll see, okay, I'm happy or I'm not happy. But the better your long distance trip goes, whatever it is, even if it's not for truck driving, whatever the job is, that is where you'll start encountering things that, if there is anything that is obstructing your peace of mind, obstructing your balance and happiness of life in your mind and your emotions. I love the moon placement because a lot of people be in their feelings these days. And the moon here it reveals why that's happening, how to, calm it. And you're the captain of that of that ship. And it's up to you to keep that moon, that constant wave, at somewhat of a calm wave. You don't want to be all turbulent and all this shit over the place like that. That's why I picked the moon first. Um, so your beliefs, your morals, also the ninth house, like your motto in life. Your morals. What do your not what you value, but your morals. What do you feel that, like, this is right, this is wrong, type of thing like that. All of that will be revealed to you through um, involvement with pets somehow, some way, involvement at work, your job, whatever your day-to-day routine is, and then you'll get, okay, this is the right thing to do. This is the wrong thing to do. See how deep this is. So I hope this helped y'all. We'll be back tomorrow with Moon and Aries in the seventh house, and y'all have a good night.